Hi everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today is December 20th, 2018. Please keep in mind this is not financial advice, just my opinion. Today talking about Vechain and why I still love it. And no, I haven't sold one single iota of Vechain. So let's go take a look, see what it's doing. Let me make sure I'm streaming, and yeah, I'm streaming okay. So let's go. Come on, computer. There we go. All right. So what is Vechain doing? If we take a look at it on Binance, this is the logarithmic chart on the 1 hour. And as we all know, we can see that we had these, this wicked dip down here. And this is on the USDT. So it's VET versus Tether on Binance. And as we can see here, it dropped way down to 1/3 of a penny. That's $0.003 worth. Killer deal, right? Killer deal. And since then, that was on 12/15, so a mere 5 days ago, it's been doing nothing but going up, which is actually unusual for Vechain, because if we scroll out, it's been doing nothing but sucking wind, and a lot of things have, okay, to be fair. But as far as price goes, I'm really not I'm not concerned about price. You know, this is one of those, for me anyway, one of those long-term hold coins. And let me go make sure I have my chat engaged. Should have done that before. There. Okay, so we'll see if somebody comes on. We can answer some questions in a bit. But anyway, back to Vechain. So what is going on? Well, price-wise, yeah, they're starting to come up, and it looks good. And let's go here to the 1 day. Okay, that's a good one. I like the 4 hour chart a lot, but this is the 1 day, and this is on the USDT. Big drop here, big drop here, and yeah. So what do you guys think of that? It looks like we might, or possibly could be forming a double head and shoulders. What this looks more like to me is a Wackovian type of thing from Wyckoff, to where we had a pretty big dip down here, and then it had an automatic reaction, and then right now it's down into its a second test, okay, and then from here it just kind of, you know, it goes up. It goes like this, and it tests again. We could see other tests here. But you know, it's the market. Where's it go? You tell me. But I do like Vechain long term. This is one of my big coins that I've always loved, and I have lots of videos on it. And what's been happening with them? Well, first thing that's exciting is their transactions. Their transactions have been, keep in mind, on the 20th, you know, the day's like not even hardly started there yet. But for the 19th, we're looking at 1.1 million VEFORGE burned. Day prior, on the 18th, 1.4 million. So we are starting to see transactions and clauses happening here, and this is an exciting thing. People are onboarding data onto the network. They're actually using it, and keep in mind that Vechain has a working product. Vechain has a working product, and if you don't believe me, you can go over to their Vechain's Medium account and just check them out. Let's go here. This is on the tokenization, which we'll get here in a bit. But if we just go to Vechain Medium, like that, okay. There you do. There you go. Vechain Foundation Medium. And we just scroll down, okay. Here's something that I just love about Vechain too, is that they put out their executive reports, their financial reports. They do that, which is really, really cool and interesting. And this is something that we see that's, you know, pretty much of a standard for regular businesses that are on the stock exchange and stuff. They need to disclose this, and so Vechain is doing that on their own, which is quite interesting, and they're trying to follow all the laws and regulations and this and that, and they're really trying to be above board. which I actually like. So they're being transparent. Plus they have this VEFORGE thing. The link is below, and you can check out their transactions. Okay, so this is exciting. So just going back and taking a look at their medium, like Vechain is like, to me, I really like Vechain. Okay, and no, I don't get paid by these guys. I haven't been paid for a single post. Would be nice, but I haven't got paid anything from anybody, man. Anyway, I do this because I love crypto. I really, really like crypto, and I think it's fascinating, and I'm real excited about this. Actually, for Vechain, I'm excited about the technology. I think it's really cool. Anyway, so yeah, you have their financials. Click on that. Give it a read. Tell me what you think about that. Vechain Foundation here. Vechain enables customers to verify the proof of origin of Japanese tea products. And this is a big deal. So they're doing a pilot on this, and if it works out, hey, this company is going to take it full bore, and that company's name is Fuji Marumo. Yeah, Fuji Marumo. They make high-end tea, and you can see here there's a little NFC tag right here on the box, hence working product. So people can click on this. Here's a little let's go ahead and watch this thing. This is kind of cool. Okay. Scans the product. Okay, product found. Searching. There you go. Isn't this cool? And here's the thing, you can put more stuff for companies can market their items. That's what's happening here. So you can say, oh, this is really cool. I mean, there's a lot of things that they can do with these apps and stuff like that. And so that's a great little video that they had here posted on YouTube on their Medium for Fuji Marumo. Great, wonderful Japanese tea. If you haven't tried it, I highly suggest that you give it a try if you can someday. Anyway, high-end product. There's some fields and stuff like that. Anyway, check them out. Watch the little videos and stuff like this. And it's going through trials right now, which is really cool. And yeah, so we'll see where that goes. So best of luck. And that's one thing that they have going on. Also, let's take a look at this tokenization, because to me, this is one of the most interesting things that is happening in the crypto realm right now is tokenization. So what have they done? They have tokenized their nodes. Okay, they have tokenized their nodes, their X nodes and their economic nodes. This is really interesting. So they had what, a VIP 180 fungible token standard. They put out a 181, a VIP 181 non-fungible token standard. And so what is this doing? This is tokenizing their X nodes and economic nodes. And so people who had an X node can, or are and have been, putting them up for sale. And people who want to actually buy the node status, not the VET. Excuse me, the VET. Yeah, the VET. I want to call it VEN. It's one of those things. I may have that on the video. But yeah, for the VET, for the Vechain Thor, you still need those tokens. You still need those coins and stuff. But this is just for buying the actual status. It's a tokenized status of a Vechain Thor node right here, okay? And so people can buy and sell the nodes, which is really interesting. So we could actually see the node status itself go way up in price. Very interesting stuff. Now, what does this have to do with other things out there? Why is this so interesting? It's because of, to me, this is a trial run for other things in the future that can be tokenized. An example, well, let's say you own Microsoft, okay, Microsoft stock. Now, right now, they put they're basically tokenizing their company into shares. And so that's, you know, that's how they get money to run things and stuff. They are basically tokenizing their company in a form known as shares, stock shares, right? So stock certificates. Now let's say doing something along the lines of what Vechain has done with the tokenization of their nodes here is that now let's say Microsoft or some other company can say, hey, you know, we're going to put out on an IPO, we're going to put out, let's say, 80% or 50%, whatever percentage of shares they're going to put out. Instead of putting out, like, say, 50%, they can say, okay, let's put out 40% the normal old-fashioned way, and let's put out 10% to be tokenized. Way cool. And the tokenization thing doesn't necessarily convey ownership in the company, where the shares do. You know, those are equities. They convey ownership rights and stuff with a company. Tokenization, right now, no, but, you know, we'll see what happens. But this is really interesting because it gives, it actually could be the replacement for shares in the future, tokenization, and we'll see where that goes. But a lot of things out there can be tokenized. We see, what is it, Relics trying to do real estate and investment stuff, things like that. You can tokenize. You can think of a timeshare. That's a form of tokenization. Okay, so imagine if you had a timeshare and all of a sudden you had the ability to dump it. Wouldn't that be nice? All those people who are locked into this total scam, pretty much. Well, that's my opinion. Total scam of a timeshares, where they could dump it or they could sell it or trade it back and forth or whatever. A whole bunch of things. There's a lot of stuff going on here. But anyway, with this tokenization for Vechain, you can only have, you know, the rules apply for node holders. You can only have one. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and read this through. I'm not going to cover it all through the thing, but it's integrated into their wallet. As you can see, it's a pretty long read. But if you're interested in this stuff, and one of the most interesting things that Vechain is doing, check it out here. Check this out. And Vechain is doing just a ton of things besides the tokenization. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, I'm just scrolling down their thing. So they're having a Cypress. Don't forget about their Cypress thing. So I think that's really interesting. So they did a MOU with Cypress. They have the Shanghai Gas and ENN. This is a huge deal, where with the liquefied natural gas, they have a pilot program going on there. And if that goes well, then Shanghai Gas will say, okay, well, let's take what we've learned and let's roll it out across the country. So this could definitely be a huge thing for Vechain. You have the clothing thing, SBTG. You have Arquette, that is the holder of H&M, where they launched beanies with the little chips in them. Way cool stuff. The beanies sold out right away. People want them. So maybe they're going to have to put that on some type of an exchange. They could have an exchange tokenization for beanies, and people could buy those like they can the X nodes. Man, that would be, wouldn't that be kind of cool? Oh yeah, put bids on beanies that have a Vechain chip in it. Those, my friends, are going to be collector's items. That is for sure. And you know, there's just one thing after another for Vechain, and I've just been sitting back and, you know, what does one do when you see things like this? For me, you know, are you quietly accumulating? You know, what are you guys doing? You know, what are you guys doing? Are you quietly accumulating? Are you selling? Are you just sitting tight? You know, let me know. But yeah, I mean, it's looking good. The market overall today is doing fairly well. Okay, back to Vechain. Let's go back and look at some other cool stuff that they're doing. So yeah, here's another financial report, and BYD, don't forget about BYD, largest electric manufacturer in China, which is a big deal. You know, this thing is picking up. BYD, I believe, just announced expansion plans in the U.S. Currently, they have a facility that makes electric buses in the Antelope Valley. And that's, if you recall, that's where the space shuttle first landed and where it was built in Palmdale. That's in the Antelope Valley. And it is a high desert region, about 40 miles northeast of Los Angeles. Not too far out. You know, LA is just basically over some hills from the Antelope Valley. So anyway, they're expanding. BYD's expanding. They're doing their thing. They're doing their tests. That could be the reason. Some testing stuff for these spikes. Okay, it could be from just BYD. Don't know. Hopefully in the future we'll find out to see where this volume is coming from. But I'm just happy to see it there. Okay, so record highs right here. Record highs. And you know, you guys can just scroll on down and look. Here's PIC, People's Insurance Company of China. Okay, they're doing stuff with them. You know, don't forget about DNVGL. DNVGL is huge. You know, they're just doing their thing. Yeah, here's the drug and vaccine traceability solution. They have their chips in tennis shoes. I think they where was that at? I think it was on their Twitter. Yeah, well, here's one with popular YouTuber Box Mining, where he's opening up a pair of sneakers. And you guys can go ahead and look at this. And this is on their Twitter page. So you can go ahead and follow Vechain Foundation at Vechain Official. And so he's doing a little demo like we saw with the T, where he has some sneakers, and here he's going to scan it. So go ahead, Box Mining. Quick. Okay, show us the phone. Come on. Okay, good. All right, so it brings up a pair of sneakers and stuff like that, so you can see that they're authentic. Isn't that cool? It works. That is a working product. Is that a scam? Yeah, I don't think so. Another thing that's really cool is this deep dive tech series that they have. Check those out. Very interesting. They'll get you more into the technical aspects of Vechain and how it works. Ocean X, man. Ocean X is, you know, up and running finally. You can do your Vechain Vet to Vechain Thor switcheroos there. So you can sell the Thor for Vet. Interesting stuff. And so we'll see what happens with this in the future. Right now, you know, it's kind of starting out slow. But I'm expecting some interesting growth out of Ocean X here, Q1, Q2. So that's the time frame I'm looking for to pretty much take off. Really, really cool stuff. You know, you can just scroll on down and just find lots and lots and lots of stuff on why people love Vechain, why I love Vechain. I really like what they're doing here. Exciting stuff. Definitely do your homework. Don't take what I'm saying for granted. Do your homework, okay? And check it out. See if this stuff appeals to you. Check out DNVGL, okay? And I'm just scrolling on through. I mean, check it out. Way cool stuff. Okay, so we covered their Vechain Forge. Take a look. And Vechain just has a ton of stuff. I mean, that could be, you know, it could take hours and hours and hours of videos just checking out Vechain. So if you want to check them out, real easy way is to go over to CoinMarketCap, click on their social tab, and it's nice and convenient here. So they have their tweets here, and then also their Reddit. Lots of good stuff in their Reddit, okay? Lots of good stuff. They have their safe haven that just took off. I mean, tons and tons of news, okay? Tons of news. It says right here, this Chinese scam is getting out of hand. People are excited. People are excited about the amount of transactions, of course. Interesting stuff. So let me know what you guys think of Vechain. And to me, Vechain is really interesting because what it is doing is that you have DNVGL, which is like an ISO certification and maritime stuff. Really interesting company. It's been around for, what, 150 years plus. They're heavily tied in with Vechain. I think of Vechain more as an arm of DNVGL. That's how I see it, okay? But Vechain is doing the blockchain solutions and so on and so forth. They are, to me, Vechain is the blockchain for business. For businesses. That's how they communicate. Okay? Blockchain for businesses. That's how I see it. There are some other cryptos out there that are trying to do stuff, but Vechain, I think, in my opinion, is way ahead of the game. Plus, another interesting thing that you can speculate on is the financials that they're releasing. Isn't that interesting? Their financials that they're releasing. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Who would that appeal to? Who are used to seeing financials being released for companies and the like? Think about that. So, Vechain, still love it. I still love it. I'm not selling it. I haven't sold a single one. That's just me. If you sold it, fine. If you're buying, fine. You know, follow your own gut. Follow your instincts. Follow your head. That type of thing. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to check out some questions here, and we'll go from there. So let's go take a look at the chat. See what you guys are saying. And once again, thanks for watching, guys. I've been out on holiday. So I've been out and just quietly accumulating. Enjoying these lovely times when people get really down. That's when I get excited, you know. That's when I turn into a shark and start eating all the dead carcasses floating down, sinking into the water. Yeah, I'll eat your coins. Anyway, that's not a very nice vision, is it? Anyway, let's see what you guys are saying. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, I am terrible at marketing myself, so help me out. Hit the like, subscribe, get notified, share, all that good stuff. Because I really suck at it. That's for sure. I don't even have any like links for like a nano or you know, buy this course and you'll make $1 million in Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't do any of that crap. Anyway, so Frank says love Vechain. Yay! Yeah, I love Vechain too. Glad we're all in this family together. Interesting times ahead. So that's great, Frank. Let's see. Okay, here's one from Todd. What use case does VET have, and why 55 billion tokens? Okay, use case for VET is, you can think it was originally put out to be a tracking mechanism with RFID tags and NFC tags and the like. So items can be tracked throughout the production process, all the way from the manufacturer to the store. And this is because what this will do is, along the production line, they can track how many units have passed a certain point. The companies will be able, the manufacturers will be able to have a way to, well, it's like a database where they'll be able to have a way to put the number of, let's say, good products in let's say they flag it as a good product, that's good. If something comes off the manufacturing line that's a defect, they can flag that. They can then look into why a product is a defect, and they can trace it back. Perhaps it's a component that went into, let's say, the shoe. Okay, let's say the rubber wasn't quite right, so they would be able to say, okay, let's pull up the vendors and let's track each one, their quality assurance, and let's track it back to the vendors, the raw material suppliers that go into the components for making a shoe. And so they can do this, which is like, I mean, that's a pipe dream for manufacturing, to say, okay, on this date we had this number of shoes that's beyond our 3 alphas, and there's something going on. So let's go look at our vendors to see if they have an issue with their production facilities. And they can go back and ask questions, and then wham, they can see. It might get to the point to where the manufacturer will be able to check out the validity of the components that went into their products, because other things go into rubber other than, I mean, rubber just doesn't come out of the ground. Components have to go into it, and it has to be manufactured. So they can go all the way back and trace it back to origin, which is really cool. And the reason for that, why it's cool, is, well, this is part of quality assurance, but they can say, okay, Mr. Vendor, we bought $5 million worth of rubber off you. And it's, I'm just using rubber as an example, okay? We bought $5 million worth of rubber off you for, you know, the last month. And a bunch of our shoes were messed up. And we checked out the other items, the other components, and we're absolutely sure that it's from the rubber. And look at your own records. We pulled it up on the blockchain. We could tell that, you know, something was fishy here. So they could trace it back. So that is definitely a use case. Also, they have the tracking thing for the vaccines. It all goes into, the thing is that there is so much counterfeit. There's so many counterfeit items in China. It's pathetic. It's really sad if you think about it. But, you know, people actually get sick from drinking alcohol that they think is the real deal. So they'll go get some Remy, you know, go out and have a drink, order Remy, and hey, it's not Remy. It's like apple cider with diesel fuel in it or something, and so they get sick. And this has happened. I mean, there's videos people put up on YouTube that how they, you know, went and got a beer or something and they thought it was cool and they got sick from it. Not a good thing. Same as milk. You know, people got sick from milk. People got sick and died from vaccines where they were like counterfeit. Okay, that's why the Shanghai vaccine thing is going on. This was what this is right here, Vechain's drug and vaccine traceability solution. And it's to help with the vaccines, because they had a big vaccine issue. The people in China can't trust the products that are manufactured in China. So Vechain, really, not only Vechain, but the country needs something so people will regain trust and have faith in the products that are manufactured in China. And especially the food, okay? The food and other things, okay? Because you can get a Rolex watch and, hey, it's not a Rolex, man. So we'll see. Handbags, another thing. Handbags, luxury handbags. So really, traceability solutions, we're looking at an increase for product traceability. And with that comes a huge number of benefits that can actually help companies and reduce their costs and help with their inventory systems, okay? So huge use cases there. Plus, this thing that I just covered with the, I haven't even mentioned carbon credits. That's another huge use case. To help with pollution there and how people can trade those back and forth on an exchange. That's coming. They have the gas, the Shanghai gas, so they can help track the gas and put it out, and a whole bunch of stuff. Read this article. There are just so many use cases for Vechain. It's pathetic, and it's just something where, okay, every hour for the next 3-4 weeks, I'm going to do research on Vechain. Check it out. But I hope that answers that question a bit. You know, like I said, it takes a long time just to even talk about all their use cases. And then why the 55 billion tokens? Well, why the 55 billion tokens? Because this number is low right now, and this is, they burned 1.4 million VEFORGE in a day. And the reason, now that's just the Thor, and then you have the VET. It was 100-to-1 split. So it used to be VEN, good old VEN, and when it did the split, if you had one VEN, all of a sudden you got 100 VET, VET for those. Reason why they basically said that they wanted to have things like in so it could be more round numbers, so there wouldn't be so many decimal places. Okay, great. Okay, I'll buy that to an extent. What I think is that they thought, oh my gosh, we have so many companies out there that want this product, that want this blockchain solution. We actually need more coins. And it's because I think that they made an error, which is a good error for them to make, that they made an error and they underestimated the demand for their blockchain solution. And in order to help things in the future, they needed like 100 times more coins. Usually people, it's the reverse. Okay, it's the reverse, where they companies like buy up their shares and decrease the number of shares. This one made more. Okay, and yeah, you have stock splits and stuff like that too. That's for sure as far as the stock market goes. But for the coins, I mean, how many coins out there have you heard of that say, oh my gosh, we need more coins? Wham. And so I think it's because of the large amount of demand that Vechain has. They have authority nodes and stuff that we don't know anything about. I wish we did, but we don't. Anyway, moving on. Reading a question here, a comment. Well, Sean says, hey, he had a bunch of money on the sidelines, waiting for the market to close below 100 billion market cap, and he said he caught it. Big Vechain person as well. So great, Sean. Glad to hear that. Good for you. Amor, hey, how's it going, Amor9? Great show. Thank you. Thank you very much. Z-Boy says, what do I think about owning a strength node? Must own over 1 million VET. Yeah, I mean, you got to have a strength node. The thing is with nodes is that you get bonuses for, you get a higher rate of bonuses for generating Vechain Thor. If you just hold VET, VET tokens, Vechain tokens, you generate Thor tokens automatically. Okay, it's automagic. But with a node, you get more. You just get a percentage more. And so if you're really interested in getting that percentage more, then hey, it might be the thing for you. One thing for me is that for like nodes, and this is just not Vechain, but for anything out there, I don't do nodes. I don't do nodes because I look at nodes as kind of like CDs, certificate of deposits, and those tend to be illiquid, and I don't like illiquid things. Well, except real estate. I like real estate. I like liquid things. to where I can dump it all immediately. And so if I have a node, it's like, I kind of like have to stay on, you know. But that's like the purpose of a node. But it's just not for me. But if it's for you, hey, great. And yeah, you do have to have a million vet. But then keep in mind, right now is like the cheapest time the vet has been in its history. Let's go and look at, well, this is USDT. Oh, remember we were looking at it and it was at 0.003. Well, it's 4.5 now, brother. Sorry about that. They must have been watching. Let's go here. Let's go to the 5-minute exciting time frame. See what's going on here. Let's make it bigger so you guys can see. Woo! It's doing the little loop-de-loop here. Interesting stuff. Let me scroll out. This is on the 5-minute, guys. Whoa. Wouldn't that be cool if this was in January? And zoom, wouldn't that be awesome? But no, this is December 15th. I'm hoping for this, okay? I'm hoping for that. We'll do that. You know, so far it is since the 15th, but yeah, it's gone up and it's gonna go up and down. Anyway, enough of that. Okay, that's a chart. But a million, yeah. Hey, it's a node. You want a node? There you go. I'm not a node person per se for any coin, but you know, hey, if that's how you roll, great. Best of luck to you. I just like Vechain. And if I had enough for a node, yeah, I would sign up and just hold it because I don't even sell it. I've held this coin forever and I haven't sold any. I just keep buying it. And that's just me, not financial advice. That's just me. I know a lot of people hold and buy, but keep in mind everybody has different financial needs and requirements and risk tolerances and all this and that. And don't take any of this as financial advice. You guys know the drill. But thanks for the question. Appreciate that, Z-Boy. Hope that answered your question. What do I think? If you like nodes, do it. You know, if you can hang with the illiquidity, which is, you know, how they're designed, hey, fine. But you do get benefits, okay? Now, this could play an important role in the future for X nodes if you are a non-U.S. citizen. Because right now, if you hold a node and you're in the U.S., you're really not getting any benefits per se. Same as Ocean X. I mean, the U.S., you know, we're screwed pretty much because of the whole ICO laws and stuff like that. But if you're a non-U.S. citizen that aren't where you can participate and stuff like that, then you could have gone on and got Safe Haven and DBET and the ICOs that are coming out onto the Ocean X exchange. You can definitely go in and get that, which would be like, I mean, that's way cool. And so we'll have we have yet to see what the true benefits for X nodes will be in the future. And I'm thinking maybe Q2, Q3, we'll start hearing about some of the really cool benefits for holding an X node. And now, if you want one, hey, you can actually swap one out, so it's not too late. I mean, you can actually purchase an X node status for the amount of coins that you currently have, because you could have beyond you know, the minimum amount for an X node in coins and tokens, but you don't have that X node status. Okay, you can always go up to like a strength node, a regular strength node, but an X node is supposed to have special things, special benefits that we don't quite know all what they are yet. But anyway, so you know, I mean, you just got to you know, cost versus rewards. That's all there is to it. Next question. See what's going on. Yeah, I believe 1 million is the minimum for just a node. Right around there. And Waves. Yeah, Waves has a lot of action. I'm not sold on Waves, guys. Okay, what do they have? They have a wallet. Does this look normal to you? No. That is, look what they do. They go up, boom. They go up, boom. They go up, boom. They go parabolic is what they do. Not sold on waves. I look at waves and I have a lot of trepidation. Let's go see what their 7-day is here. Yeah. Nice volume here, but I'm not feeling it, okay? And that's just me. And it could be something totally different for you. But yeah, they have had a good last time period about them where they have been increasing quite a bit, which is nice. So best of luck to all the wave holders out there. Congratulations. I don't hate waves. It's just not on my radar. Let's put it that way, okay? I'm neutral to it, but I tend to watch everything that pretty much goes up parabolic on the daily. Next question. Let's see. Yeah, Joe Smith says Vechain Foundation is going to release 2.5 billion coins, and he wants it moved to the X node bonus pool. You know, it could be. That could very well happen, and we'll see. Isn't it interesting on how they made it so people could trade X nodes? Isn't that interesting? What are they thinking? And don't just think like, oh, you know, a month or two away. What's going to happen in like 6 months, a year? How are they going to use this, okay? It's a trial run. They're checking the feasibility of it. Also, they have their MPP, their multi, what is it, where they can have one person or entity pay for the transaction costs for another. And with that, think of BYD. So the people purchasing the car are driving around low car, and the little computer in the car transmits, I don't know, the tire pressure and the speed they're going or whatever information they want to collect. But the person driving the car doesn't even have to know that they're using blockchain. And they're not paying for it. Well, they are when they purchase the car. But what will happen is that BYD will purchase the Thor, or will be generating the Thor themselves if they're like authority nodes and stuff, if they have enough of that. If not, they're going to have to buy the Thor on the open market. Yay! So we'll see what happens with BYD, but BYD will be paying the transaction costs for the data transmission in the cars. That's how I think it's going to go. So we'll see. Another use case for that. But yeah, as far as like going into the X-node pools, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. We'll see. Yeah, what do I think VEFORGE will be worth eventually? Gosh, who knows? Who knows? I mean, too early to tell. I want it to be $100. How's that? Wouldn't that be sweet? Will it ever reach that? I don't think so. You know, 10 cents would be pretty dang sweet. We'll see. I have no idea. Let me know what you guys think it'll be. Joe's saying a penny. Very well could be. Interesting thought there. Vechain a buck, VEFORGE a penny. That would make things nice and easy, wouldn't it? We're kind of used to that in the US. Okay, just going through here again real quick. What are my thoughts on Player? Interesting coin. I do indie game development. You may have seen this down right here. Oh boy, that is Unreal Game Development Engine. Yeah, I have a little Chinese guy here and it's doing some stuff here on games. So yeah, Player, gaming industry is huge. It passed the movie industry as far as overall annual revenue and stuff like that. lots of things are coming. You can do a lot on a video game platform that are just difficult to do on other platforms like the web. Okay? So interesting stuff coming. Let's see. Let's go look at some more. But yeah, player, hey, do research on it, okay? Do research on it. Interesting concept. We'll see where it goes. Do I like it? Yeah. Have I purchased any of it? No. But, you know, that's just me. Guys are saying how many vets you guys have. Isn't that cool? Just reading some comments here. Okay, Aaron wants to know. Well, hey there, Aaron. What do I think about man on the 30th? What is man? Have you guys heard of man? I don't know. Let's go see. Wait, no, that's not it. There. Matrix AI. Yeah. Matrix AI. Gazetsjevika, at least. Skoko zelení. Interesting field that it's in. Okay, interesting field that it's in. Check out this one. What was it? Similar for Korea. Okay, MediBlock. Mainnet 1.0 code release. Today's the day. 20 hours ago. Check out MediBlock. Okay, this is for medical record stuff, and they've been actually just been really quiet and working on this thing. But as far as man goes, I don't know, man. Vibrationally, this looks about right. I'm not expecting big, huge things from it. Once again, I'm fairly neutral on it. It, you know, we'll just see. Okay. The one thing is that the medical records thing is a very interesting field to be in, and I think it definitely has a place for blockchain within it, and there is enough room for multiple competitors in that field. And also we got to keep in mind that you know, there's various regulations and so on and so forth you know, as far as medical records go. So, you know, hey, the key TKY, also don't forget about them, is that they are they are big into that as well, because they are working with the insurance company, the healthcare systems that they currently have pilots going on right now. So check out the key, that's TKY. As far as Matrix AI goes, right now I'm neutral on it. Tell you what, write down in the chat or in a comment after the video why you like it and what, the big things that you like about it, so we can, to help others, so they can say, oh yeah, well yeah, I'll go take a look at Matrix AI. So we'll see what happens with that. Right now it's kind of off my radar. Really haven't taken a big huge look at it. It's not bad, but it's not a Vechain. let's put it that way, okay? But thanks for the comment. No, I don't have like bad feelings about it or anything like that. It's just I need to do more research on it, okay, before I can say, oh yeah, it's great or that. As far as the 30th, hey, who knows? Who knows, right? But I mean, let's look at his charts again. You are not buying at all-time highs, okay? And so this happens. It wasn't up here. It had gone up here. And now it's taken a dip. And this is close to everything. So you got a value. The price on USD is almost 0.09. So if you think that's a killer price, hey, you get in when things are low, right? And you sell when they're high. Hopefully that's how it's supposed to work. It doesn't for most, but it's something. If you have a gut instinct about this project, you have a gut instinct, your intuition lines up, you've done your research, you've done your homework, intellectually you weighed the costs and benefit and risks and all that good stuff, and if you like it, go from there. The price is low, and that's one thing about this, is that we are seeing lovely low prices across the board for many coins. So bargain basement times. That's how you become a shark. You eat things when they settle to the bottom. Sean says, great time to buy. It is a good time to pick things up. Mainframe asks, how many fake partnerships do these scammers have now? As far as Vechain goes, well, BYD is not fake. BMW was overstated. I will grant you that. They're in their garage program, to where they help facilitate startups and new technology and stuff like that. So that was a little bit overstated. But the ENN and Shanghai Gas, that is not a scam. It is not fake. BYD, not a fake. The Shanghai vaccine, not a fake. Go do your research on it. The shoes, not a fake. There's things that are physically in their products that are going there. You have DNVGL, not a fake. Solid company. DNVGL is basically putting their name behind Vechain, and take that what it's worth. But as far as these guys being scammers, no, the people out there saying that Vechain is a scam, they're the scammers. Do your research. Do your research. Yeah, a lot of people want the prices to stay low so they can pick up more. Yeah. Well, we might see it go up a bit and then another dump. That's what the sentiment seems to be. Another dump, and then they think it's going to skyrocket. We'll just see. We'll just see what happens with that. All I can say is, follow your intuition and go from there. Don't take anyone's advice. Just your own. That's the most important one. Just going through some stuff. Z-Boy says can't sell his node. Yeah. If I had a node, I don't think I would sell it. That's just me. Wave's just going to be a swing trade. Yeah, could be. Check out Zilliqa, guys. They just got listed on Coinbase. Well, Coinbase Pro, or going to. They had a nice bump. Sean says his vets are in cold storage in his top secret location. Yeah. Yeah, don't put them under your pillow, okay? Especially if they're, you know, a paper wallet. That's the first place where hackers look, is under the pillow for Trezor or Nano, right? BTC's up to 4,100 now? Really? Imagine that. Let's go take a look at that. See what it's doing here. TradingView.com. BTC USD. Boom, 41.89. Righteous. Looks like it's still going. Oh, one thing here. Since we're here, let me take this auto thing off. So you can see that I had boxes here. These are possibilities, okay? And for me, these are decision boxes. If it goes down and it hits this, I have a plan. Okay, if it comes down and hits this, I have a plan. Or this area, I have a plan. And so I had a plan, and I executed on it because it actually hit this box. And let's scroll into the 4-hour. Let's scroll into the 15-minute. Come on, thing. Boom. It actually, get out of there. It actually plunged into this box, and I know right there, that's pretty small, but a wick went down and hit the box. So that triggered basically my algo. Boom, right there, it triggered it. And so I made a decision, and I did something. What do you think that was? Anyway, way cool. That is it at, it's at 4,200 now. Okay, so right now it's just jumping around. This is on the 15-minute, jumping around. A lot of non-organic trades. Let's go out to the 45-minute. Wow, look at the volume there. Yeah, it hit that box. Volume all the way up to here. Wow, that's huge. Look at that volume thing right there. Can you guys see that? Okay, nice spike. 42.14. It's just going up. Maybe I just need to leave the computer on all night, and it'll be up to like 8,000 by the time I wake up tomorrow. Oh, I said that and it turned red. Shucks. Anyway, yeah, let's hope it consolidates and grows. Notice the step pattern. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Notice the stepping pattern going up. It's at this region here. Next region it has to go up is here. Next one here. This big red line. We'll see what happens. But, frankly, you know, it's not paying attention to any of the Fibonacci's or things like that. I mean, this thing's just... it's bots. I mean, if you look over here in this region... that big spike, yeah, that's, you know, high frequency trading bots. It's just that somebody programmed it differently. But hey, I'm okay with that as long as it keeps going up. Let's see if it goes up, because from here Looks like maybe 46. We'll see. And then from there, there's not much until it goes up to 58. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But from a Wycovian point of view, this looks like it could be, on this short time period, could be a spring. So what you do is you go to Google, you type in Wyckoff. Then you can do spring. Then you go to images. Then you can look at a bunch of images. Okay? And you can see that accumulation and stuff like that. So look at this one right here. Boom, boom. So we had this test here, and then the big one went down. And so we'll see if this follows this pattern. I did a video on this a while back. Does it look like that? Down, then a big one down. Let's go back. Down here, and then a second one here. Okay? Had a reaction to it going down. Took a dump for another reaction on the low. See if it's a point of last supply. Boom. Still some supply left in here. Still some sellers. But it did jump up quite a bit, so it's doing a test up here, and so we'll see what's going on. But check out Wyckoff. Check out Wyckoff. What do I think of Icon? I'm neutral on it. I'd rather have VET or TKY, the key, for sure, than Icon. It's like I'm not big on Neo either. Icon can do its thing, but I've never been, never did anything for me. I chose other coins. Sean says only holding coins that are long hold, good use cases, partnerships, and working products. Yep. There you go. That's what I do too. Okay, so Doug says, helping us out, they're going to be the exclusive blockchain for the Chinese government on their 5. Oh, that's right. That's right. They are interesting. I did read that, and I forgot completely about it. And that is where, yeah, definitely check out Matrix AI, because they have their one OBOR thing. Their one road, one bridge, one road thingy. And they're the exclusive partner on that. Also, TKY, the key, is the exclusive partner for IDV solutions, for identification in China. So we have Matrix AI and TKY both have exclusive partnerships. So yeah, check those out. Yeah, definitely check out. Man, I'm more interested in TKY. It's just me, but check out Matrix AI. That's right, because of the one world, one bridge, one road initiative that I think is going to continue going on for like another 3 years, and then we'll see what happens, because the Chinese do like their 5-year plan. Okay, so we'll see what it turns into. That could be something else, but yeah, that's a big deal. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate that a whole bunch. Yeah, you guys got to watch these Chinese coins. Vechain, TKY, and Man. And Man has been off my radar, Matrix AI. But the more I look at them, hey, interesting. I just have my stuff in the other two coins. But that's not saying that Matrix is crap. Okay? It's just that I need to do more research on them, but that partnership with China is significant. Do your research. Hey, Bitcoin Cash up 60%. Good for them. Congratulations. As you can see, I'm not a huge fan. I actually like Bitcoin SV better than Bitcoin Cash. That's just me. Andrew says 2019 will be the year of use cases. Yeah, absolutely. What we're seeing here with Vechain and some other coins, it's like where they have their product out, and so people are like no longer speculating. They want to see they want to see transactions. Okay, they want to see transactions. And so their prices aren't as speculative as they once were. And there's going to be a lot of coins out there where they don't deliver. And people are going to say, okay, you guys are scam. You promised the world and you don't have anything to back it up other than a white paper or marketing or airdrops or any of that BS. Okay? But yeah, definitely 2019 is going to be the time to put up or shut up. That's for sure. And wants me to cover the key. So we'll go look at the key real quick. They successfully, they were invited to a bidding. Okay, a bidding thingy. This is a real good one to read here on their tweet. Here's the coolest news about the key. The key has participated in an international competitive bidding today and has successfully defended the bid in front of experts from, who are these guys? People's Bank of China? PBOC? Oh, interesting. Yeah, so they defended, in other words, they're not out of the race. They were the only IDV, identity verification company invited to actually bid. Currently the key, it's announced in like their AMA where Catherine, the CEO of the key, announced that they are working with PBOC, People's Bank of China, to possibly have a workaround for the restrictions in China as far as purchasing cryptocurrency goes. So they are actually working with the People's Bank of China as a workaround. And by this, what you're probably going to see, at least in the beginning, because right now they're in trials. They're in trials. And they're in trials with a lot of people, okay? Is that they could be working something out with the Central Bank of China here, PBOC, where like the hospitals, the healthcare systems, and the people actually doing the scanning and stuff for like the fingerprints and the retinal scans or whatever they machines they have there. So they'd have like the hospital check-in center actually purchase the key, because the key, in order to get the data validated to verify their identification, it needs to be done in using TKY tokens. Okay, that's where the smart contract is in. And so they might actually say, okay, well, the PBOC, you can buy the tokens. We have an agreement. You can buy the tokens directly from us. So we'll see. So PBOC might work as a sort of an exchange to where they can get government clearance to purchase the cryptocurrency for the need of doing the transactions on the network, on the blockchain. So we'll see. But anyway, they are working with the People's Bank of China, which is like huge. Check it out. Watch the AMAs. And that was in Summary of questions right here on this AMA. Check it out. So right here, China, PBOC, researching digital technology, serving digital finance, building, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what is the key? What is the key? It is tied. It ties into government databases. Like in the U.S., we have the DMV, where you get your driver's license and stuff. It ties into multiple government databases. And it does this for like social, for like their social security systems and healthcare and stuff like that. It ties in where true identity that is irrefutable. Here's a big thing. Irrefutable. It will hold up in court. It cannot be it cannot be something where you type it in on your cell phone and say, "Hey, this is my identity. I'm Joe Blow. I just made an email address," right? No. This is when you go to a government and it's based on government documents or it's in their databases. The key ties into that. When and then it gets back the information to the service provider, and that's because the service provider, once again in China, there's fraud. People want to go in, get health care, and they're using somebody else's ID badge. It's not them. So they're going to be scanned in using biometric data. They're going to have fingerprint, retinal, facial recognition, whatever. Get scanned in. It's going to be processed over the keys network. Boom. And the healthcare provider will say, okay, we know 100%, 99.9999% that you are who you say you are. Okay? Here's your Social Security check. Here's your pension check. Okay, so they give the money. Right now there's fraud where people are impersonating other people. They have an issue with this. So that is the key. They're also doing this for social scoring, which doesn't sound so great, but for social scoring where they could use the key, and you know, a whole bunch of things where identification verification could be needed. The exchange that is being worked on currently, they're going to need to know, think of it as being hardcore KYC. So I think they haven't announced this, but I think they're going to use the key as the KYC component for someone being allowed to exchange on a Chinese crypto exchange. Okay, they got to know who you are, and that's their big thing. They want to control this. Okay, but the key is very interesting. I could spend a lot of time going over the key. Definitely check out their Reddit, check out their tweets, check out their Medium articles. It's well worth the time. Do the same for Matrix AI. Do the same for Vechain. Interesting stuff. Okay, guys. Yeah, so I hopefully that helped you out on the key. Definitely check them out. The key has, in my opinion, the strongest government backing of any crypto out there, and it looks like apparently Matrix AI is in there as well. So we'll see what happens. The key right now, I don't know if the key is, if Matrix AI is doing trials at this point in time. They might be, or have them planned in the future. But I know the key is currently and have been doing trials to for their BDMI. And that's something you guys can take a look at here. So they're currently in trials now, and then they're going to have the review in June of 2019. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, they had testnet and all this stuff. Read the article. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, get notified, check out these coins. Still love VET. Haven't done a video on them in a while, and still love them. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great, wonderful day. Checking out. Bye.